Are we witnessing a miraculous transformation or just another chapter in the Lions' rollercoaster history? The Detroit Lions, notorious for their unpredictable game strategies, have apparently found the secret formula for unparalleled success. Yes, you heard that right. They're about to rewrite the history books. In this video, we'll analyze the perfect storm of smart front office moves, young talent blossoming, cap space, and weak opponents that could allow the Lions to determine like never before. The long-struggling Detroit Lions have given their fans countless reasons to doubt and abandon hope throughout decades of futility. But heading into 2023 season, all the pieces are falling into place for the Lions to finally transform into true contenders and shake their reputation as perennial losers. The Detroit Lions enter the critical 2023 offseason uniquely positioned to dramatically upgrade the roster and transform into true contenders after years stuck rebuilding. Thanks to clear positional needs aligning with ample salary cap space and premium draft capital, Detroit has flexibility other organizations crave. How aggressively will the front office leverage these resources? Sitting with over $23 million in 2023 cap space, sixth most league-wide, the monetary means exist for Detroit to invest substantially in either retaining homegrown talents like RB Jamal Williams or attracting outside free agents to address defense and skill positions. Some intriguing veteran options include DT, Javon Hargrave, LB, Lavonte David, or CB James Bradbury. There is also the budget to explore trading for disgruntled stars seeking fresh starts. The real intrigue sits with Detroit's high second overall 2023 draft pick. Does round find them grabbing a stud pass rusher like Alabama beast Will Anderson or Georgia monster Jalen Carter? Perhaps a lockdown corner like Kelly Ringo, maybe even a new franchise quarterback. With existing cornerstones in place like blossoming Amon, Ross St. Brown, tough RB Jamal Williams, stalwart OL Penny Sewell, and defensive building block Aiden Hutchinson, a few more premium playmakers added through this monumental offseason could elevate Detroit rapidly from plucky overachievers to true contenders built for January success. The assets and flexibility are fully there thanks to prudent past decisions. Now the time has come for Holmes and Dan Campbell to cash in chips towards a smash-mouth identity that punishes opponents on both sides of the ball. The 2023 offseason represents a true inflection point that the front office must capitalize on aggressively. Playoffs or bust starts with a big spring in Motown. Would you draft a QB round 1 or focus on defense? How aggressive should Detroit be signing free agents? Entering year 3, leading the Detroit Lions, the pressure cooker gets turned way up on head coach Dan Campbell after incremental progress restoring respectability. Now with the resources to craft a playoff-caliber roster, Campbell must prove he can guide this team to winning records and post-season contention in 2023, or his seat could beat up quickly. After being hired in 2021, Campbell brought sorely needed passion, discipline, and culture change into a floundering Lions organization. His transparent enthusiasm and player-friendly intensity made Detroit scrappier through improved trenches, play, and rushing identity. He deserves credit for instilling grit. However, the on-field results remain underwhelming at just 10-25 through 2 seasons. Furthermore, Campbell's tangible development as an in-game strategist and situation manager has been questionable, specifically his time management, fourth down decisions, and unwillingness to adapt when opponents just have garnered fair criticism. For Detroit to break out of the cellar in 2023, not only must GM Brad Holmes provide new weapons, but Campbell needs smoother game operations and sharper situational adjustments leveraging analytics. Too often, scheme stubbornness or panic timeouts have surfaced at key moments. That can't continue with the roster improving. We love Coach Campbell's infectious charisma, connection to players, and focused vision, implementing a hard-nosed culture. But now entering year 3, playoff expectations demand he exhibits substantial personal growth, orchestrating wins when it matters. No more moral victories, only notch marks in the W column satisfy moving forward. If Campbell receives an ultra-talented Lions roster courtesy of a stellar offseason but remains unable to crack, thanks to sloppy game management, his seat could become white-hot by year end. NFL front offices have limited patience, especially with hotshot coordinators like Ben Johnson waiting in the wings should leadership falter. The future of basketball in Detroit now hinges tremendously on how 2023 plays out and whether Campbell can escape his own way to properly utilize an ascending squad. The team made progress buying into his passionate identity. We'll soon find out if he holds them back from winning what it counts. Do you trust Coach Campbell to capitalize it if the front office delivers an ultra-talented roster? Where does he need the most improvement? While much attention centers on the Detroit Lions' crucial off-screen personnel decision upcoming, one potential franchise cornerstone already in place is a linebacker Harold Perkins. Even on limited 2022 snaps, Perkins consistently flashed rare playmaking instincts that could foreshadow stardom. Drafted early in the second round, Perkins brought immediate electricity whenever he stepped between the lines, regularly short-circulating offensive game plans. Despite playing just 25% of defensive snaps, Perkins delivered highlights like chasing down mobile quarterbacks behind the line of scrimmage with startling closing spades. Advanced metrics back up the eye test showing Perkins topping all rookie linebackers in disruption rate, stops, run stops, and tackling efficiency. Simply put, made these things happen whenever unleashed, evidenced by several forced fumbles and tipped interceptions. The advanced numbers and film grade out tremendously. As he develops confidence within the scheme, Perkins' ceiling appears sky-high. He possesses similar alarming speed pursuing laterally, fluidity dropping into coverage, and nose for the football as other young NFL LB phenoms like Cowboys' Micah Parsons and 49ers' Fred Warner. Now Detroit must build around him. Matched with premium talent injected through premium draft capital and free agency, Perkins' emergence gives coach Dan Campbell the perfect centerpiece dictator to construct a terrifying smash-mouth defensive identity around for years. This guy dictates terms, setting the tone when unleashed. What's most exciting about Perkins is the versatility his skill set brings. He provides values as an elite blitzer, tenacious run defender, and smooth zone coverage defender downfield. That kind of three-down impact linebacker is rare. If his brief rookie tape filled with violent blows and upside is any preview, 2023 could be Harold Perkins' true national coming-out party, announcing himself as the next young star dictating at the second level. The Lions have uncovered a true gem who could help anchor the defense towards playoffs for a long time. Between his athletic gifts and infectious passion he plays with, Perkins' carbonyl compounds certainly brings echoes of legend Ray Levi's entering his prime for those who watched the iconic Ravens great. The comparisons might seem premature, but the ingredients are there for Perkins to emerge in the Levi's mold as a pillar Detroit leans on in tough times when they need a big play. Harold Perkins has future Defensive Player of the Year written all over him if things break right. Surrounded by an improved sporting cast, his sophomore surge could set the tone, powering Detroit back to January relevance sooner than later thanks to his timely playmaking magic. What's a fun young start to watch climb towards his ceiling? While the Detroit Lions determine their own destiny through offseason acquisitions and growth from within, the reality is avoiding strong competition helps ease the rise to relevance. Conventionally, Detroit's path back to the playoffs faces few roadblocks with a pretty soft division and schedule. The NFC North enters 2023 without an obvious juggernaut. Green Bay still lacks clarity post-Rodgers. Minnesota edged wins behind Jefferson but saw declines elsewhere. Chicago is rebuilding from square one. If Detroit adds firepower to its grit culture, competing immediately seems realistic. Claiming the North crown looks achievable. The 2023 schedule also works in the Lions' favor. They face just 7 teams with winning 2022 records. Tilt with struggling squads like Chicago, Carolina, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Tennessee give Detroit better upset odds. There is limited powerhouses on deck. With the stars aligning, Detroit must seize destiny and take the North. Does the mediocre division and decent schedule make you more of a Lions believer? Could year 3 under Campbell be when they finally pounce for 10 wins? Add it all up, my friends, and the time has come. Given smart investments into obvious roster needs this offseason, the continued development of homegrown talents like St. Brown, Rodrigo Blankenship, and Aiden Hutchinson, plus a few good bounces of the football, your 2023 Detroit Lions have all the ingredients for a stunning worst to first turnaround. Dan Campbell now enters season 3 with a balanced squad budding with playmakers, his signature culture established, and open runway in a limited division. Drastic improvement beckons. Team leadership must recognize the opportunity at hand to go pedal down chasing championships rather than accepting incremental progress. Detroit's Super Bowl window is right now. For too long, the Lions have dwelled in the abyss of professional sports futility, accumulating only one playoff win since 1957. But the perfect storm is brewing to finally transform the Lions from a joke into a juggernaut. The time has come for smash-mouth football to reign in Motown. Will Detroit seize this opportunity to shock the NFL world? Let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon. Thanks for watching.